Welcome to another show. Today, we're going to celebrate the life and films of Robert Redford as we mourn his death, but celebrate the life of this legendary cinematic career. Charles Robert Redford Jr. was born on August 18, 1936 in Santa Monica, California, to Martha Woodruff Redford, originally Hart, who was from Austin, Texas, and Charles Robert Redford Sr., an accountant. As a child, he and his father often traveled to Austin to visit his maternal grandfather. Redford credited his environmentalism and love of nature to his childhood in Texas. He later studied painting at the Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, New York, and took classes at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, class of 1959, in Manhattan, New York. His Broadway debut was in a small role in Tall Story in 1959, followed by parts in The Highest Tree and Sunday in New York. His biggest success on Broadway was as the stuffy newlywed husband of Elizabeth Ashley in the original 1963 cast of Neil Simon's Barefoot in the Park. He would transition to television in the mid-60s on shows such as Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock Presents. From there, he transitioned to the big screen with roles in War Hunt, Situation is Hopeless, and The Chase. From the golden glow of the late 1960s through the twilight of the 20th century and into the new millennium, Robert Redford has stood as a beacon of American cinema, an actor whose beauty and depth transcended the screen, a director with vision, and a producer whose legacy is woven into the very fabric of film history. To celebrate the films of Robert Redford is to journey through decades of artistic exploration, social commentary, and pure cinematic delight. Looking at the early years, establishing a screen presence, Robert Redford's rise to Hollywood stardom was not instantaneous, but earned through a combination of hard work, talent, and an undeniable charisma. After early roles in television and Broadway, Redford found his breakout in the 1967 romantic comedy Barefoot in the Park.
If you don't give me a real kiss, I'm going to give you back your pajamas. Right now.
Role he reprised from his Broadway days, this time opposite Jane Fonda. Here, Redford's boyish charm and comic timing shone, but it was only a prelude to the profound impact he would make just 2 years later.
Would you make a jump like that? You didn't have to?
I have to, and I'm not gonna.
Well, we got to, otherwise we're dead. They're just gonna have to go back down the same way they come.
In Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid from 1969. It is impossible to speak of Redford's legacy without honoring Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Paired with Paul Newman, Redford played the enigmatic Sundance Kid with a blend of cool detachment and simmering intensity. The film's blend of humor, action, and pathos, combined with the electric chemistry between its leads, rapidly elevated Redford to superstardom. The iconic bicycle sequence, the unforgettable finale amidst the hail of bullets, these moments endure as a testament to a film that redefined the buddy movie for generations to come. Looking into the golden age, Redford as leading man, the 1970s were a heady time for American cinema, and Robert Redford was at the very heart of its artistic revolution. During this era, he not only starred in a string of box office hits, but also used his craft to dissect the American psyche.
You don't know you're carrying it. Come on, you gotta help me out.
Hey, I'm sorry, pal. I'm gonna maybe help you get fixed up, get to a doctor, but I ain't about to walk in and no knife for you.
This led to The Sting in 1973. He reunited with Paul Newman, and this saw Redford as the clever and charming Johnny Hooker. The film's twisting plot and jazzy period style matched Redford's deftness as a performer. The film went on to win 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and remains a pinnacle of caper cinema.
You remember how it was in the radio?
Yeah.
Same thing here, only with cameras. And craziness, my God, what craziness. Make a great comic novel.
He followed that up with The Way We Were. In this bittersweet romance, Redford played Hubble Gardiner, a golden boy whose charm masks deeper uncertainties opposite Barbra Streisand. Redford was at his most quietly devastating, capturing both the promise and pain of lost love. The film endures not only as a classic romance, but as a showcase for Redford's nuanced performance.
This is Bob Woodward of the Washington Post.
Yes?
About that $25,000 check deposited in the bank account of one of the Watergate burglars, Mr. Bernard Barker. As you know, sir, the check has your name on it.
1976 brought us All the President's Men, one of the most influential political thrillers ever made. All the President's Men featured Redford as journalist Bob Woodward, with Dustin Hoffman as Carl Bernstein. chronicling the dogged investigation of the Watergate scandal. The film is a masterclass in tension and intelligence, and Redford's commitment to journalistic integrity both on-screen and behind the scenes, he was very instrumental in getting this film made. It marks as one of the defining contributions to American film. Looking at exploration and adventure, the natural and beyond, Redford's filmography is filled with characters who search for meaning in the natural world, reflecting perhaps the actor's own passion for environmentalism.
I'm sorry then.
That you look. Hungry too, huh? Come on. You know how to skin grizz?
I can skin most anything.
You sure are cocky for a starving pilgrim.
1972 brought us Jeremiah Johnson. In this meditative western, Redford plays a mountain man seeking solitude and self-reliance. The film's sweeping landscapes and quiet introspection are matched by Redford's subtle, powerful performance. A man in tune with the wild, yet never quite escaping the complexities of human society.
How do you do, old sport? I'm Gatsby.
Nick Carraway. It's a pleasure.
You live in the cottage across the lawn.
1974 brought us The Great Gatsby. As Jay Gatsby, Redford embodied the glamorous yet haunted figure of the center of F. Scott Fitzgerald's great American novel. Surrounded by opulent parties and longing stares, Redford's Gatsby was both an icon and a mystery, a man whose dreams were as fragile as the era he inhabited.
What's up?
That's the judge.
The judge?
Yeah, he wants to see you. Maybe I should go with you.
No, I can handle it.
Looking at 1984, that brought us The Natural. Redford's turn as Roy Hobbs, the baseball player with a mythic swing, is perhaps one of the most beloved. The Natural is a film steeped in American mythology, blending nostalgia, hope, and the possibility of redemption. Redford's performance is luminous, quiet, assured, and deeply human.
I feel that I've been really blessed as a person in my profession. It's a profession it's a killer profession. It can be cruel. It can be almost inhuman, like a lot of other strong professions. It certainly has its dark side. But if you play it right, it has a huge advantage. Not only the chance to feel that you're helping, you're bringing a gift to people, that you make them feel a little bit better or question something or think. That is a great use for me. But on a personal level, to be able to go to different parts of the world and engage with people on a high level, an intense level, and understand the culture. And I'm talking about the art, the politics, the culture itself, the environment. And then you come back here, and you're in various places of the world. I've been to many places that were pretty unpleasant to be, and largely because of how the people had to live who were suffering. And then I come back here and I see what we have as a country. It makes you aware of how incredible this country is.
In the 1980s, he stepped behind the camera and revealed himself as an astute, compassionate director. This brought us Ordinary People in 1980. Redford's directorial debut, Ordinary People, astonished critics and audiences alike, garnering 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director for Redford. The film's raw, honest portrayal of a family torn by grief and guilt showcased Redford's sensitivity and deep understanding of the human condition. 1992 brought us A River Runs Through It. Returning to his love of the natural world, Redford directed this lyrical adaptation of Norman Maclean's novella. The film is a meditation on family, memory, and the inexorable passage of time, with the same grace and wisdom that have defined Redford's best work. He was also a champion of independent film, the Sundance legacy. Perhaps no achievement looms larger than Redford's commitment to independent cinema. In founding the Sundance Institute and Film Festival, Redford created a sanctuary for new voices, fostering generations of filmmakers who might otherwise never have found an audience. Through Sundance, Redford's legacy transcends even his own remarkable body of work, ensuring that the art of film remains vibrant, daring, and ever evolving. His later career and enduring impact. Even as he entered the latter stages of his career, Redford continued to act and direct and produce, never resting on his laurels. Films such as Quiz Show from 1994, which he directed, and The Horse Whisperer, 1998, which he both directed and starred in, further cemented his reputation as a storyteller of depth and vision. In All Is Lost from 2013, Redford delivered a nearly wordless performance as a man struggling to survive at sea a role that, in its quiet intensity, echoed the best of his work. Looking at his life beyond the screen, Robert Redford's influence stretches beyond cinema. An ardent environmentalist and advocate for social justice, his off-screen life has been as impactful as his on-screen presence. Whether championing conservation efforts or speaking out for artistic freedom, Redford has always used his fame as a platform for positive change. In conclusion, to celebrate the films of Robert Redford is to honor a career defined by excellence, integrity, and innovation. Across genres and generations, his work has inspired audiences, challenged conventions, and elevated the art of cinema. As an actor, director, producer, and visionary, Redford's legacy is not only in the unforgettable films he created, but in the doors he opened for others. The story of Robert Redford is, above all, a celebration of the enduring power of film and one man's unwavering belief in its ability to enlighten, entertain, and transform.
It isn't me you're afraid of. You understand me. What you're afraid of is the unknown. Don't be afraid.
The whole world's waiting. Make a move.
Bishop to King's Rook 5.
Checkmate.
On September 16th, 2025, Robert Redford died in his sleep at his home in Sundance, Utah. He was 89 years old. Numerous members of the entertainment industry paid tribute to Redford, including frequent co-star Jane Fonda, who wrote, "He meant a lot to me and was a beautiful person in every way. He stood for an America that we have to keep fighting for." His Out of Africa co-star Meryl Streep wrote, "One of the lions has passed. Rest in peace, my lovely friend." And that was our show for today. What did you think? Were you a Robert Redford fan? What was your favorite Robert Redford movie? Is it on this list? Is it not on this list? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell to stay informed. Share this video as that will help me grow on YouTube as well. And check out the Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter franchise, which is also in the comments. Until next time, this is Kevin Given saying, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. And keep reaching for the stars.